There is a dangerous individual wandering the premises, and the bird in charge is dead. I think it would be wise to open the dome now. That's true. We did get Yuya to help and everything. We should. What do you think, guys? Open the dome? Leave it closed? This is probably the big decision. One of it will probably end with us dead. Alright. Alright, that's one vote for open. Alright. We got open for sure. Let's do it. Let's open it. We need to get everyone out of here. Agreed, and we can confirm once and for all that the talk of the disaster was nonsense. Watch, you open it, and it's gonna be an army of scarecrows. It turns out Skynet sent back these drones to kill the pigeons. Escape hatch opened. I guess it's not for the whole dome. No matter, all we need to do is take a look outside. Just having the hatch open is better anyway, in case there really is a storm or something out there. The escape hatch will close automatically in 15 minutes. To reopen it, please reboot and try again. Closes on its own? That seems like a risky design. 15 minutes isn't enough to get everyone out. Let's go out and take a look before it closes. We're going outside again, Mr. Nanaki. If it's safe, we'll organize an evacuation at the gym. That's a good idea. Maybe I'll come too. Sakazaki, Doctor, what will you two do? Well, I don't have any more business here. I shall return to the lab. Leaving BeeL alone with another man would hardly be gentlemanly. I'll go with the doctor. Well then, let's go, Kawara Shirogane. Very well. Yep. Where was that hatch? Have you eyes or pickled onions? Right there. Ooh, look at that sky. The hatch, high above the ground, is open. Looks like the control panel worked. I think every birdie should be able to fly up to that. It's a little narrow, so we have to go 2 or 3 at a time. But outside, yeah, it's perfectly clear. You can only see the sky, but there is no storm or gale. Nothing but the same calm autumn sky from this morning. No earthquake and no typhoon, and the announcement video was a fake. I think it's safest to assume that the whole thing was a lie. I am curious about the state of things out there, but the door closes on its own, so we had best think carefully before going out. Can't see the city at all. We don't really know what's going on out there, if anything. But if there really is no disaster and there's awesome plots surrounding Hawkworth's death, then we need more clues. I'll go. Are you sure? We have no guarantee that it's safe out there. It isn't safe here either. Look, the hatch is open. It is. We can go home. No, you're supposed to be in the gym. You shouldn't go out yet. Like heck, we are sticking around with nothing but that bogus explanation from earlier. I can't wait any longer. I'm going out. Oh, they flew out. Through the coop. Wait, come back! Come back at once! We don't know if it's safe out there yet. What? A gunshot? We have to go help him. Calm down, Kawara. You only get yourself shot as well. That. As if to laugh at my shock, the hatch gives an unpleasant rumble and swings shut. He was shot. As soon as he went out, someone on the other side shot him. It's not a natural disaster. If we go out, we'll get killed. But why? But why indeed? Why indeed? So stuff is going down. I started playing this to figure out the mysteries of the game, but apparently it only raises more questions than answers. Fourth class. Alright, we're gonna take a quick 2-minute break here. I'll be right back. Talk amongst yourselves. Try to figure out what's going on. And I'm back. Alright, so far we got 7. Then we got Under the Dome. I'm trying to figure out if it's gonna go school days with a nice bird. Let's find out. BeeL's corpse, delivered without warning throughout the school. The students gathered without explanation in the gym. The headmaster, appearing on screen to announce emergency situation and then turning up dead. The Grey Dome enclosing the school. Scarecrow appearing for no apparent reason in the sealed off building. Now, the students shot dead if they try to escape. I think I'm starting to piece the puzzle together. What is going on outside? Guessing it's just the start of Pigeon War 3. Humans versus pigeons. But that's just a guess. How humiliating. It would seem that things are worse than we ever expected. Only I'd stopped him. There was nothing we could do that we didn't, Kawara. The last thing you need to do now is start mourning what we've lost. You don't intend to give up now, do you? No, I'm fine. We have to keep going. That's what the doctor said. I think we should keep quiet about this to everyone in the gym. We can explain to them after we figure out what to do. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Our one chance at escape turns out to be a one-way ticket across the sticks. Nothing we can do but search for clues inside the school. That's currently being patrolled by Pyramid Head. Where shall we go next? Let's go back to the maintenance office and save. Mr. Ono might have that file open. Very well. We return to the maintenance office and explain what went on outside to Mr. Ono. I see. Seems that our worst predictions have come to bear their evil fruit. Our worst predictions? Do you know something? We can predict things without knowing that they will happen. Confusing predictions with reality, Beto young one. I've been wondering for a while. Mr. Ono, are you really just a maintenance worker? An innocent student was shot. I suppose it's time I introduce myself properly. Alright, Ono, come clean. What the f... Yeah. Leon JB. I am a Leon JB. One of the great soaring wings of the Dove Party. S-Class Agent, pleased to meet you. The Dove Party? He looks like a cockatiel to me. Wow, what an intro. I have heard of this Dove Party. The secret organization that advocates living in harmony with humans, correct? You are well informed, young. It is a noble's duty to be well informed. I feel like I must have missed something.
There are two schools of thought driving the politics of today. The Dove Party, who believe we should live peacefully with humans, and the Hawk Party, who believe we should exterminate them.
Exterminate? But I thought the wars with humans were over.
You really believe that everyone just decided to live happily together?
Sadly, that is not how the world works. There are still many disagreements between birds and humans. And so the hawks and the doves have come to the floor. We discovered hawk activity at the school, so I was dispatched to investigate. And what we feared would happen has happened. Wait a minute, are you saying the Hawk Party has something to do with St. Pedro Nations?
It seems hard to believe the school is known for its tolerant policies towards humans. It even welcomed Hawkward as a representative.
I cannot confirm or deny it. But there are a growing number of Hawk operatives attached to the school. The headmaster's secret file will probably answer some of your questions. Oh, you got it open. Thank you.
That should speed things up a little. Let's look inside.
The human representative. To help humans and birds advance hand in feather towards a bright and happy future, we have decided to enroll one human in school starting in the year 2187. They will be the human representative. The pandemic has long since ended, but we must nonetheless be cautious of the risk of infection with Sumatera influenza when making our selection. We will pick a strong, healthy 15-year-old human who displays hereditary resistance to Sumatera influenza. Sumatera influenza?
The human representative. This is talking about Hawkward, no matter how we look at it.
Hey, welcome back, Ice Cold Hombre. I think you missed a little bit. I'm sure the chat can catch you up on what you missed. 2187. That's when we enrolled here. Oh yeah, like let them know what time you came in, so you know what happened. Like what part you came in on. Come on, let's read the rest.
The chosen individual will be a symbol of human concession, to wit, a hostage for birds. If the representative is to die in the school, the entire campus will be sealed off, and all the birds inside will be given to humans as prisoners. The seal will be lifted 12 hours after his death is confirmed, and the birds will be delivered to the humans. The school will be declared an extraterritorial zone, and avian protest of any human reprisal will not be tolerated.
Oh crap. We're the DMZ. If BeeL is to die... So, her death was connected to the dome after all. And...
The important part is this final gruesome exchange.
Basically, if anything happens to BeeL, the representative of humanity, then the entire school takes the blame.
So it would seem. They trap us here, give the humans time to arm themselves. Dome will open in a few hours, but what awaits us outside is a horde of bloodthirsty monkeys. How humorous.
It's not humorous at all.
So this was the true face of her enrollment here. I rather think that this whole thing was arranged to widen the divide between humans and birds from the start.
Indeed. Things here go deeper than we ever realized. As you know, the school's public stance is very liberal on the human cohabitation issue. In fact, school's principal financier, the Ichijo Group, has been heavily involved in human charities for the past 20 years. I have investigated the history of St. Pico Nations extensively, and I can confirm that it was founded with the idea of coexistence with humans. But the Hawk Party has been sending agents here for a long time, eating away at the system. Like a dreadful virus. We have had information about this document for some time. It is real. It's kind of hard to take all this in at once. Just to make sure, for 12 hours the dome will remain closed. During that time, humans will gather to take revenge. And then,
when the dome opens, they will kill every bird in sight.
And with that, another era of war between birds and humans will begin. That student who got shot when he flew out the hatch. There are already humans waiting out there with guns.
It was discovered this morning and the dome was raised soon after. So the time is not from when she died, but from when her death is confirmed. The evacuation was about 2 hours ago?
Yeah, it was right at the start of second period. Around 10 o'clock.
And so we have until 10 p.m. before we are all killed.
You seem awfully calm, Sakuya, even after watching somebody get shot.
Remain calm, Kawara. Do nothing but worry about what's gone wrong and you'll be next. I do not know who did this, but they will rue the day they decided to tango with a BeeL.
What time is it, Mr. Leon? Just past 2.
We have only 8 hours then.
8 hours? We have to find an escape route in 8 hours or we'll be killed. But if we go outside, we'll be killed anyway. Just getting outside isn't enough. There has to be another way.
My dictionary does not contain the word impossible. We shall continue the investigation.
You're very decisive, Sakuya. I'm glad you're here.
Do not attempt to flatter me, Kawara.
I'm not. I mean it. He's a pretty capable leader. We found the connection between BeeL's death and the dome. There is clearly some sort of intrigue behind it all. I don't want to die without knowing the truth. Better go now. Oh wait, wrong verse. You better go now. We have to solve this before we run out of time. You are a very promising lad. If I were to give you a piece of advice, well, don't miss the forest for the trees.
Don't miss the forest for the trees?
Sakuya, there's one more file. Operation Hatoful?
What is that?
I don't know. That's what it says on here.
The bottom half is torn off. We can't read it at any rate.
I don't feel like it has anything hopeful anyway. That's an awfully friendly name for a confidential document though.
Stupid Japanese. Look, it's spelled hurtful.
Whoa, it is! I thought Hatoful just meant hurtful.
But that we will find many of the things to come quite hurtful.
Right. It was probably something important, given that it was in the locked file. Indeed. I hadn't heard of this hurtful thing before, but you might want to look into the school's history. The school's history?
At any rate, the headmaster must have known what would happen after Hawkworth died. The escape hatch was no doubt put in place to allow him alone to escape.
Which means that maybe he had a guarantee of safety for himself? I don't want to suspect an elder, but it does look that way.
Everything going on here is connected. We may well find something of use in the records.
Right, let's go look at the school documents then. I'm not the only Dove agent in the school. I'm sure the other will help you as well. Good luck, gentlemen. Time to go look for more clues. Maybe we should write in the notes first. aka save. So yeah, to summarize, found Hogwarts head in a box, and then there was a quarantine, pyramid head showed up, the dome appeared over the school, anyone that tries to escape the dome gets shot. You know, the usual. I don't know if there was anything else I missed. Oh, and that the guy we were talking to earlier was supposed to be the janitor, but he turned into a super secret agent. Mr. Leon said to investigate the school's history, but how? Where do we look?
The headmaster's office or the library, perhaps.
But we already looked through the headmaster's office. You see anything like school records or anything?
I would have thought they would be there, but I don't recall seeing any.
The library it is, then. And the mystery you have left to solve is...
The blood-stained stranger Oko saw going into the infirmary yesterday.
Exactly. But with the headmaster dying, an army of gun-toting bipeds showing up to turn us on to jerk chicken, and it all, I almost forgot about it. And the scarecrow, we don't know where he came from.
He appeared along with the dome, and no doubt is connected to it. If we continue to investigate it, I am sure his origins will become clear. And Hogwarts' gruesome end is the best clue we have. For now, we should forget the puppet and chase after the bloodstained bird.
Right. Oh yeah, Oko-san saw a blood-stained bird sneaking into an infirmary the night that BeeL was killed. That's that decided then. We'll go to the library to read up on the school's history and we'll look for that bird. It probably doesn't matter, but which should we do first? Alright guys, first library. Look for the bird. Library bird. Library birds. We did save, so there shouldn't be any terrible options, I hope. Alright, let's go look for the bird. Let's go bird watching. That was one of the activities that BeeL loved before getting beheaded. What's in the box? BeeL is in the box. The blood-stained bird.
Do you have an idea?
I feel like I should. It's not something I'd encounter normally, but for some reason. Don't I know somebody like that?
Big, as always, we do have a time limit here.
We did run into a bird with a red chest.
You must not fall behind.
I know. If I remember what it is, I'll say right away. Maybe Yuya was still in there? Let's go ask him again.
Did say he was there until he returned home. If anyone went in, he should have seen them. However, he said that he saw nothing out of the ordinary. if what he said was true, then he is lying.
Which would mean that the doctor was lying too.
Very well.
Back to the lab we go. Someone's lying. Yuya. Salutations. How goes the investigation?
Well, just who do you think I am?
Yeah. Unlike me, you're a very capable bird. Yuya, we wanted to ask you something. Oh? I'll answer anything that doesn't violate my privacy, so ask away. Did you really not see anything yesterday after school? I'm not sure what you mean. I thought the doctor and I already verified each other's innocence. We were in the infirmary the whole time. We talked to San earlier. He said that he saw a blood-stained stranger going into the infirmary yesterday.
Did you see anything like that?
Nope, sorry.
Could you be the blood-stained bird yourself?
Yikes, no, as you can see, I'm not hurt anywhere at all. Besides, he said he saw this bird going to the infirmary, not going into the infirmary, right? Yeah, he did. Anyway, I didn't see anything. There's not much more I can say. Right, Doctor? Big Bird.
Yes, that's right. No one came yesterday.
I don't think we'll find anything more here, Sakuya. Let's move on.
Indeed.
Those two really not see anything yesterday. If there had actually been some blood-stained stranger, then that would mean that Yuya and the doctor are hiding something. They're totally hiding something. The library. I wonder if Nageki's at the gym yet.
Nageki? Who?
I met him in the library earlier.
Stayed behind? An usually tense individual, to be sure.
Library's a little ways away from here. Spend some time jogging through the hallways. Alright, no Pyramid Head. Good job. I've been trying to ignore it, but the dim light makes the library even creepier than the rest of the school.
Getting hung up over little things in a time like this is a sign of weak nerves.
Really?
Well, then, where are the school documents?
Probably not where just any birdie can look for them.
They are probably somewhere in the back then. How dull. Come, let us search.
Right. Come on, Nageki, help out. Knows this library like the back of his wing. Books, and of them what we're looking for. I was hoping it would be in this corner, but apparently not. And here, a line of incredibly dusty encyclo. That's odd. There are 9 of them. Volume 6 is missing, huh? That's weird. Did somebody misfile them? Anyway, St. Pigeon Nation's history. It's not back here with a large volume, so maybe it's a smaller book? Not here. Never left?
Is that a problem?
Well, not really, but I told you earlier there's an emergency going on.
Hmm?
I can't tell if he doesn't realize what's going on or just doesn't care.
The records.
Huh?
Keep looking there and you'll never find them.
So, you know where they are?
Yep.
Well, since it's here even now, I imagine he basically lives in here. But it's hardly that he knows where to find things. I don't have much time. Could you tell me where to find them?
By request.
Request?
Don't know what that is?
Gazes at me with eyes like black holes of cosmic disdain.
You can only get them by request. They're not kept out here.
Then where are they kept?
Behind the reception desk. The back. It's not locked, so go ahead.
There are a number of bookshelves behind the desk, it's true. Thank you, Nageki, really.
Don't worry about it. Been mumbling to yourself ever since we stood up. Please try to remain in charge of your faculty, Kawara.
Oh, sorry, I was talking to him.
Talking to the bookshelves? Surely there are better uses for your energy.
No, Nageki was telling me where to find a...
There's no one else here. Cease this bizarre monodrama.
What is he talking about? Nageki is standing right next to me. It's not like he's behind a shelf or something. I was worried he was a figment of my imagination for a minute. But he just told me where to find the records. But Sakuya... Let's find out. Can I ask you something, Nageki?
Yes?
Are you a hallucination?
If I was, that would mean you're asking a hallucination whether or not he's a hallucination.
Yeah, that's right. It does seem a little weird.
Does it matter? Maybe I am, or maybe I'm not.
That doesn't answer anything.
This doesn't usually happen. I've never been able to talk to a bird I've just met before. I think I will remember everything soon. What about you? Have you found the thing you forgot yet?
Nageki, do you know something about that? Huh? Disappeared. The thing I forgot. That's exactly what the doctor said too. Why did Nageki know about that? It wasn't just a coincidence, was it? Am I forgetting something important about all this? I don't think I can dismiss him as just a hallucination.
Quest-only books? This shelf?
Looks like it. I see a lot of the same books as were in the headmaster's office.
Chronology of St. Pigeonations. This?
Let's see.
(2180) Founding of the school. Same year. Ichijo Kitsugi inaugurated as headmaster. 2810? Much more recent than I had thought.
Only 8 years. I hadn't known either.
Aside from that, it's all transfer student records and sports scores. Is there really a clue in here?
Wait, Sakuya, look at this.
2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Medical center? Does the school have something like that?
I don't think so.
There was no mention of it in the student guide. I suppose it was never reopened. Does it say anything else?
Right here. Damage from the fire. The book presents us with a new mystery, as if to taunt our inability to hold all those we already have. A new sort of mystery. "2183. Medical center shut down due to fire. Freshman Fujishiro Nageki died in the basement, where the fire started. I just hear that name. The exact same, but that's Nageki died 5 years ago? Then what is the Nageki I keep meeting today? Didn't deny that he was a hallucination. Sakuya couldn't see him. Which means he's a ghost? Zoinks! Don't say such dreadful things. It's unscientific. These des Sullivans. We're betting our lives on the search, you know. I won't have any occult rubbish brought into it. But I think he knew something. If he is the same bird, then he could be the key to solving this mystery. So you intend to rely on some invisible ghost? There are limits, Kawara. Spent some time looking for him in the library, but couldn't find him. He's always found me rather than the other way around. I'll just have to wait for him to show up again. Where do we? The medical center seems like a good place to go now. Indeed. Where is it? That's the problem. I never heard of it before either. Sounds rather large. I wouldn't expect it to be that hard to find. The record book said the fire broke out in the basement. And if the building was burnt to the ground, it would have said so. It should still be here then. Assuming it wasn't demolished. Are there any unusual buildings on the campus? Unused buildings? Oh yeah, that old hall. Alright, that's a good idea. Sneak into old creepy halls. Old hall? That's what we call it. It's by the back gate, and it's not used for. What's wrong? The school hasn't even been around for 10 years. What reason does it have for having an old hall? Right. Now that you mention it, that is kind of strange. Come, guide me there. Solve this mystery, gang. This is it. It doesn't really look like a medical center. It's pretty much the same as the main building, yeah. Looks like the door is locked. Then we shall break it down. You're starting to sound like a delinquent, Sakuya. What did I say? Don't worry about it. We'd probably be suspended for breaking in here, but this is an emergency. We don't have a choice. Cough. It's awfully dusty in here. It has been left unused for 5 years. It appears that they didn't leave much behind. Everything's empty. I wonder if they cleared everything out when they sealed the building. Oops. Oh well. This all looks pretty much the same as in the main building. Wow, when did we come here for nothing? Let's look around a little more. Look, this door still has a sign on it. Guess it was the reference room. I do not relish the prospect of wandering about this mausoleum of schoolrooms, but very well. Oh, lockers. It's even dustier in here.
Shelves are marked with dates. Perhaps they once held medical records. There's nothing left now, though. And Operation Hatoful?
Huh? Among the row of dates, sure enough, there's a shelf labeled Operation Hatoful.
Empty. As well. It would have been asking too much to hope to find anything anyway.
Operation Hatoful. I wonder what it is.
Who knows? Something put in place along with the human representative business. So no doubt there was nothing good.
Is Operation Hatoful connected to this medical center? What if it's the source of the mystery we're tangled in now? My head hurts.
Only things left are... archaic medical journals.
Huh? It's an encyclopedia.
Odd place to keep one.
Wait, look at the volume numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. Come on.
What? Does this unpleasant arrangement hold some meaning?
I saw them like this in the library too.
A bunch of old encyclopedias?
Yeah. Can I look at these for a bit?
Do as you please.
Come on, is the 6 upside down? The ones in the library have the same binding. And the place of volume 9, there's an extra copy of volume 6. Look, this copy of volume 6 has a library sticker on it.
Perhaps it came from the library then.
Someone must have brought it here when the medical center was still open. They probably switched it with volume 9.
An unpleasant piece of mischief, to be sure.
Yeah. The other volumes all seem as they should. There probably isn't anything in the extra copy of volume 9. But maybe we should go see if it comes from here. When we get back to the main building, let's go check the library.
Provided it isn't a mere waste of time.
Leave the reference room and continue our investigation of the medical center.
Searched the entire first floor and have yet to find what we're after.
Stairs into the basement? Apparently the fire that closed this building 5 years ago started in the basement. But we haven't found it yet. Elevator doesn't have a button for it either. How do we get in?
Perhaps we can't anymore.
Huh?
Look at that wall.
The wall? Looks like a normal concrete wall to me.
Don't you see it? Stupid peasant.
What about it?
Think back to the building's exterior and the second floor. There shouldn't be a wall here. Oh, but there's a space behind there. Must have been sealed off after the fire.
Now that he mentions it, this wall is a slightly different color than the rest. Which would make sense if it had been put in later. So the stairs are beyond here?
Seems likely. Isn't this a bit much for a cleanup of some fire?
We probably won't be able to break this down.
If we can't get in there, I doubt we'll find anything more of use in here. At least we found that thing from the headmaster's documents again.
Yeah, let's head... back. Oh, crash noises. Wait, could that be Angel's crash noise? Did you hear something?
Yes. Someone else just broke in here.
This could be bad. We're in a dead end with concrete all around. We need to get to somewhere with a window, fast.
Run!
Yes.
Stop!
It's here.
Wait, calm down, Kawara. Oh,
Hey, look. So it is. Too small to be the scarecrow. Huh? Aren't you from 2-2?
I am the Crimson Fallen Angel, Angel.
I knew it. The manga club boy from the class next door. He's famous around the school for being a nutcase. What is he doing in here?
I think I'm going to have a headache. Textoris Melodia Funeris.
Who, me?
Good for you, Kawara. He came out his way to give you a title.
It's not good at all. Nothing but trouble will come of it. I don't know why you came here, Angel, but it's dangerous. We're supposed to be in the gym with everybody else, so come on, let's go back.
I am not allowed rest. Not until I have fulfilled my duty. In accordance with the pact of old. I must seal you here now. Textoris, Melodia, Funeris, Undertaker.
Undertaker? Dang, he's summoning the Phenom? If that's it, then, but the time has come at last. I will not be stopped now, Crimson Angel of Judica. Come! Angel, Crimson Fallen Angel appeared. HP of 230, MP 0, status enlightened. Oh wait, that's my status. Oh, Yoto's status. Right, let's go. Angel uses Dark Void Shockwave. Yoto takes 24 damage. Yoto's turn. Alright guys, Blue Moon Slash or Deathbringer? Let's take this guy down. Hey, how's it going, Gangly? Blue Moon Slash or Deathbringer? Go, quick. Need answer. You are the Undertaker after all. Deathbringer? Alright, we got Deathbringer. Boom. Come on, let's see. Ryota uses Deathbringer. Angel takes 60 damage. Cease this jack acting, you wretched imbeciles! Nakia attacks! Ryota takes 260 damage. Ryota returns to her senses. Angel takes 295 damage. Angel is shaken. A third. Huh?
I am shocked, Kawara, to think that even you would go along with that farce. What? He disrupted my territory?
I got carried away by Angel before I even noticed. Influencing the very reality of his surroundings is a frightful power indeed.
You, Lozan. What did you come here to do? After what you just did, I think you may be our prime suspect. I came here to do but one thing. I must follow the demon spores.
A whole new variety of what the heck are you talking about?
Perhaps you could explain in normal Japanese? Your dialect is somewhat opaque.
I don't think it's just his dialect, Sakuya.
The end is calling me. That is all. That this the cross I must bear.
Stares off into space, as if gazing at something far away. Maybe that basically means that he's a thrill seeker?
So you are a moth allured by candle's light, Luzon? No, I am stained in crimson, clad in night, unforgiven. My eternal blood seal calls me to purgatory.
Ah, more crazy talk. Not exactly a blood seal. That bloodstained chest is just the way Bleeding Heart's image work looks. Oh,
What is it, Kawara?
bloodstained chest. Sakia, do you think maybe the bloodstained stranger San saw was?
Angel, where were you yesterday after school? What were you doing? Battling minor demons of Baal and following the demon spores.
Could you rephrase that?
Rufa, the tree of light, called out to me. He's asking you say it using words we understand. Hallowed magician of white, your anger now. It is the power of the demon spores.
I think it's the power of you, Angel.
Bah, I must compromise. I was in the place the ignorant many refer to as the infirmary.
I knew it.
I think we need to talk to you. Come.
And so we left the medical center, Sakia dragging Angel behind him.
This is the bloodstained stranger Oko-san saw.
That's that then.
We need to know what you did yesterday. Did you go into the infirmary? If I could, I would have. But only the chosen one can stop the demon spores.
Other words, he didn't.
Useless. The gate was sealed with the power of darkness. However, BeeLDeaL did venture within. BeeLDeaL? Who is that? Explain in terms known to sane individuals, please. The Apostle of the Blue Sky, BeeLDeaL. He also goes by Awkward BeeL.
BeeL went into... What? BeeL was in the infirmary yesterday, after school. But the doctor and Yuya said that no one came and nothing happened. They're lying!
What is going on?
Got mysteries upon mysteries, guys. Let's get the answer.
Believe before.
F class.
You are different from those peasants, Sakuya. You were chosen from the day you were born. You must remain conscious of this. Yes, Father. We are the chosen ones. It is our duty to guide the foolish common folk. Yes, Father. Look at them, crawling in the mud. There is no value in their lives. Were it not for our compassion, they would die as miserably as they live. Yes, Father. Their very blood is tainted. Their world is not yours. You must never speak with them again, do you understand? Yes, Father.
What?
2.
And?
Yes. You will be staying there for some time. Arrangements have already been made for your education. Remember, you must such as to bring honor to our family, Sakuya. Yes, Father. Also, Dr. Iwamine is in residence at the institution you will be attending. He is a prestigious doctor. It would not be exaggerating to say that our current glory is thanks in part to him. Do not disrespect him. Yes, father.
Sakia backstory. Where does his loyalties lie? Angel saw BeeL going into the infirmary yesterday, and then the door was locked. The doctor and Yuya must have seen her. What happened in there? They must both be lying. Yuya has been helping us all this time, and I don't want to suspect him. But he's clearly been hiding the truth. Could Yuya be covering for the doctor?
Don't know that for sure. The mongrel could be lying to cast doubt on Dr. Iwamine.
It's not impossible, but what we've seen so far, the most likely conclusion is that they're working together. Sakuya, you were the one who said we needed to remove our biases. We need to solve this.
I am aware.
I want to go confront them now, but with only Angel's testimony, our evidence is a little weak. They'll probably slip out of it again if we go now. They're both much more eloquent than I am, and they'll try to dodge the issue. Which means we need to search the infirmary.
Do you intend to go in without asking?
Yeah. The more stealthily we do it, the better, right? If the doctor finds out, he'll come up with some way of stopping us, for sure.
Understood. I will go to the lab and keep them occupied while you search the infirmary.
Thank you, Sakuya.
A moment, gentlemen.
Mr. Leon.
I have something for you. Sorry for being late. I was somewhat delayed.
What are these?
The first is the massive key. It should open just about any of the simple locks in the school, and is as bright and massive as its owner. The other is a stun gun. Need to protect yourself. Use it. You will have more use for those than I, Kawara. Hold on to them.
Right, thank you, Mr. Leon. Maybe I should write in the notes before I go into the infirmary. Save your progress. Looks to the yes, they give you a stun gun. Probably like a stun gun.
The hour of judgment has come. You cannot use the Dark Tree's power here. Return to the Void, Wallenstein. Well, he seems excited. I wonder what the doctor is doing. Being slandered by Mr. Higure, as you can see. Please stop breaking school property, Mr. Higure. I have returned from Judica to defeat you. As long as you live, calamitous sorcerer, the world shall be wrapped in eternal despair. When he says things with such conviction, I almost find myself believing them. Please, that isn't funny. Yes, come on, Higure, let's go back to the gym, okay? No, stop. Do not throw me out like some wretched doll. I suspect he has suffered from megalomania since birth. Megalomania? Whatever do you mean? Illusions of grandeur. Eschewing societal standards, he lives his life in the midst of some bizarre fantasy. Perhaps it is genetic. There would be no helping it then, would there? He is unusually active in the destruction of his surroundings, especially given his physique. Internal prejudice is a terrible thing, I suppose. He is no doubt exerting to the limits of his capacity at all times. The most dangerous part is his ability to bring his surroundings into his fantasy. So, I would seem to be less affected than you. And since, although I invited him to the school, I have yet to find a use for him, the whole thing has been nothing but a waste of time. Say something just now, Doctor? Nothing at all. Oh, ho, ho. Excuse me. Oh, hello, Shirogane. What's going on? Where did Kawara go? He is investigating another area at the moment. Dr. Iwamine and Nanaki here now. Isn't Sakazaki here? I think he's walking around to calm his nerves again. Very brave to be out and about with that scarecrow on the loose. Not brave, just impudent. Stupid mongrel. Stop pretending to be migratory and get back here so I can distract you. I wanted to occupy both of them, if possible, but at least they didn't realize that we suspect them yet. Just the doctor should be enough. Dr. Iwamine, I came here to ask your opinion of something. My opinion? I fear I will not be of much use to you there. My body has never required me to visit the infirmary. I have not had much occasion to talk to the doctor since moving here, but I can read his expression perfectly well all the same. It says, I'm not telling you anything. Where is Mr. Kawara? Did you have a falling out? He did seem to be suspecting me based on nothing but his own prejudice. A pity. I agree, sir. Doubt someone based merely on one's own preconceptions is belligerence, sir. It is nonsense. That's right. I must be perfectly logical in all things. You are renowned as one of the most intelligent birds in the world, Doctor. I do not think that you could be involved in such a grisly crime as this. It is an honor to be praised by the heir to the BeeL family. Completely flat. Does he never speak with emotion? I hold a deep respect for you, Doctor. You might not be aware, but my father owes his life to your medicine. A few years ago, your work allowed the BeeL family to continue on to even greater glory. Is that so? I had not known. I am afraid that I know little of the fates of the drugs that I developed. The lives of but one bird may not be insignificant to you, but we of the BeeL family will never forget. Oh ho ho! How wonderful! I take it your father is a figure of great respect? Of course. The family head must always be honored. It would seem that you hold your own biases even more dearly than Mr. Kawara holds his. Almost like the foundation of your very existence. I would rather like to see the expression on your face when that foundation collapses. Oh, oh, oh.
Locked. Has it been locked ever since the alarm this morning? The doctor went straight to the lab to begin the autopsy, and I think he's been with somebody else ever since. Let's see, maybe that massive thing Mr. Leon gave me will do the trick.
Better.
Yes. I'll lock the door behind you. This room had always been a little creepy, but it's even worse in this dim light. I need to look for evidence that BeeL was in here quickly. But where do I start? The longer I spend poking around in corners, the bigger the risk that I'll get caught. I need to remember I've been in here a lot, every time I got sick. Where would the doctor hide something he didn't want anyone else to see? Didn't he forbid even his assistants from touching his desk? It would seem he keeps his drawers locked tight. You're up, massive thing. Yeah, that massive thing. Very useful. Inside our medical records. He's probably supposed to keep personal information locked up. Though I never really thought of him as the respectful type. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4 files. Names are Kawara Ryota, Hackward BeeL, Fujishiro Nageki, and Shirogane Sakuya. What? I'm not surprised to see a file on me in here, but you and Sakuya never had any reason to be in here, and Fujishiro Nageki. Looking closely, Nageki's folder says St. Pedro Nations Medical Center on the side, while the others don't. The date is 5 years ago. Did you take this from the medical center? Since it's here, you must know something about the fire back then. Are the other 3 records from physical exams? They're full of strange symbols and numbers, and I'm not sure what they mean. Huh? Sakuya's has a second piece of paper in it. It looks like some sort of memo or KO. A sudden blinding pain in the back of my head. That's what happens when you don't lock the door. I can't move. I fall unconscious. Where am I? I feel dizzy. That's right, I was looking for evidence in the infirmary. The medical records are gone. Somebody took them? I managed to get knocked out even with the stun gun Mr. Leon gave me. Darn it. I don't know who attacked me, but those records must have been important to get stolen away like that. Alright, darn it. Why did I let myself get taken from behind like that? Poor Ryota, always getting taken from behind. I had our records. With those, it would have been hard to prove anything. Whoever attacked me must have been the criminal. They probably wouldn't leave anything, but maybe they missed a clue in there somewhere. Eh? I hadn't noticed earlier, but there's a card under the desk. A corner I wouldn't have seen if I weren't on the floor. This is BeeL student ID. There's blood on the corner. The wasn't dropped here by accident before she was killed. Must have happened in here. Looks like my doubts about the doctor are confirmed. But for some reason, I still feel unsure. I almost feel like this is too good to be true, like I'm being led along. If the doctor were behind it all, surely he could avoid casting so much doubt on himself? Just what is he after anyway? But I'm not worried about who is doing what and why. I'm worried about finding the one who did this to BeeL. I need to talk to Sakuya. Maybe we're getting to the bottom of this?
So, you think it would take a fair amount of time to cut a human up like this and distribute them into boxes, Doctor? correct. You and she were cut up last night and distributed this morning. It would involve a good deal of physical labor.
Takuya?
You again.
Can we go to the maintenance room? We need to talk.
Very well. Mr. Shirogane. Yes, Doctor? Just as an aside, it would be impossible for one such as myself, even with the knowledge and tools of a physician. Even so, I am not a particularly healthy person.
Not a healthy person.
Thick birds. The doctor is slightly impaired down his right side, you know.
Is? I never knew.
I was injured long ago. My right wing never fully recovered, though it rarely poses problems in daily life.
Oh, when wielding a butcher knife.
The human corpse is heavy. It seems like a bit much to go dragging around with one wing, don't you think? Yes, it's all true. Even recorded in the faculty medical record.
Is? I see. Thanks. I'll remember that. I tell Sakio about what I found in the infirmary as we head to the maintenance office.
Meaning, Fujishiro Nageki's records and the doctor have something to do with the medical center?
Think so, yeah. I wonder what the other records too. Why you, me, and BeeL all together? Could that really be a coincidence? Go there often after you moved here or anything?
Not once. Nobility knows no illness.
Yeah. I never seen him sick, and he always seems pretty lively. I hadn't known about the doctor's injury. Kind of a bad thing to find out now.
Bad? Because it is inconvenient to your theory? You must remain just. No harm can ever come from learning more of the truth.
Guess so. Maybe it's because he's not very attractive. Or active. Or because he never leaves the infirmary, but guess I've never really had a chance to notice his disability. If he couldn't have done it alone, it makes it seem more likely he was working together with Yuya.
Blasted mongrel. No good can ever come of his presence. He merely confuses the issue.
Salutations! Were you gossiping about me? Yuya. What a pickle. I guess I'm the top pick of choice among the boys as well as the girls now. Not that I mind.
Don't let it get to your head, mongrel. We weren't saying anything good about you.
That's right, Yuya. From your point of view, we were subjecting you to vile slander and ill gossips. You're very frank, Yota. Nothing wrong with that. What kind of slander? Perhaps you shouldn't say. As my fragile heart shattered like a maiden's crystal glass, dropped like an unkind lover. It should be obvious what we were talking about from our faces alone, but he's completely relaxed. I thought his heart is made of glass though. He's tired, maybe. Something that is completely impervious to abuse.
Your unsolicited presence saves us the trouble of looking for you. We demand answers from you. You lied. You met Hawkward in the infirmary yesterday. Did you kill her?
So, doubt me. I love to see your evidence. Found her ID stained with blood in the infirmary.
You are duty bound to answer. What did you see in the infirmary yesterday? And what did you do?
Well, I can't tell you anything. Sorry. I can't say anything at all.
Cease this foolishness. You know something, don't you? Do not attempt to dodge the...
That. Oh, hey. Hey. You. Oh. Ah. Run, you two! Such terrible timing! Nobody likes a man who can't read the atmosphere, Mr. Scarecrow.
Is this the time for jokes? Run! Go!
That pyramid head. Ryota seems to have left us in the dust. Maybe we should hurry up a little. Well, it doesn't look like it's noticed us. I guess it's not too keen on chasing people.
Your idle flirtations sicken me. Filthy mongrel.
Yeah. Wanted to hear us? How about this? I'll go first and lure Mr. Beanpole Man towards the cafeteria. You head for the maintenance room while it's distracted, okay?
You plan to act as a decoy? Don't think this will stop me from suspecting you.
I wasn't asking you to. I've been your ally until now, so why stop now?
Our ally?
Anyway, run for it as soon as we're out of sight. Adieu. Sakia, you're okay. I was worried that maybe you got caught.
Indeed.
Isn't Yuya with you? You never got him to answer anything.
I do not know. He ran in the opposite direction.
We don't have much time left. I think the only thing to do is get him to talk to us, and then confront the doctor. He's been helping us this whole time, but I don't know if we can still consider him our ally.
Our ally.
Indeed. You've always been separated, right? So you don't really know how he usually acts, or if he'd be likely to do something like this, or...
How could I know? He and I live in different worlds. As my father said, I couldn't know.
I'm an only child, so I don't really understand sibling. But I think I know how you feel about him, Sakia.
Do not make me repeat myself. He and I have no connection. But I want to believe that he is not my enemy.
Looks like Sakia isn't entirely sure what to think. The prime suspects are the doctor who aided his family and his own half-brother. If I were given the same situation, I wouldn't be as calm as he is. We should write in notes and then go talk to the doctor. Go find out exactly what happened in the infirmary. Progress? Yeah, why not? Dang, that fossils after us. At least he didn't start throwing items. I forgot to click save. Oh well, we didn't miss much. Nothing bad can ever happen, right? You don't save. You figured out a lot of things, but there's still a lot that remains a mystery. 6 p.m. We don't have much time. So Gangly asks, is this game free? They have a free version, but that's only an incomplete version. It's basically the alpha. This version actually bought from the Groupies bundle. One of those indie bundle things. So no, the actual full game is not free. This is the full game. Can we solve this and get out alive in only 4 hours? Alright, let's go, Saku. Huh? Sakuya? Your friend already left, young. Wow. But why didn't you say so earlier? He's planning to confront the doctor alone. Crap.
Father is of the pure bloodline, and so his life is of the utmost value. By extension, the doctor who saved his life must also be valuable. I must not disrespect him, because that is what father told me. My brother, born of a low father, is a worthless being. Though he looks noble, his veins flow with filthy and pure blood. I must not associate with those of low birth, because that is what my father told me. But I am no longer sure. What is blood? Why does it divide us so?
Dang.
Sakuya is conflicted. Oh, hello again, Shirogane. Where is the doctor? He said he was going back to the infirmary. Maybe he forgot something there. Thank you. You're going right after him? Don't you want any tea? Well, be careful. Looked rather troubled. I hope he's alright. Doctor. Mr. Shirogane! You look quite fatigued. Would you care to rest for a little while? You. You are wrong, are you not, sir? Whatever could you mean? I wish to learn the truth. What did you and Sakazaki do? Which of you decided to kill Hawkward? That's not something to say without proof, Mr. Shirogane. But then, we have but little time left. Perhaps I shall explain things to you. I did not kill Miss Hawkward. This is the truth. Of course. How could I let myself be swayed by idle rumors? The doctor could not possibly carry out such an atrocity. Mr. Sakazaki did not kill her either. Which raises the question, who did? Sakazaki admitted that he was not involved in the crime. Cannot possibly be. I merely said that he did not kill her. I did not say he wasn't involved. Of course, the same applies to myself. The two of you did not kill her, but were involved? Then, who did kill her? Oh, dear me, this won't do. Talking to you makes me feel like I'm about to fall asleep. I suppose these are the limits of a mere mongrel. What did he just say? Doctor, Could you be quiet for a minute, Mr. Shirogane? You bore me. You filthy, low-born mongrel. What? What are you saying, sir? I am not like Saka. You did well. Thanks to you, Mr. Carrara has found almost everything he needs. Just one more push and he'll be done. Thank you, Mr. Shirogane. A glint of white steel. Its left wing slowly traces an arc through the air. I'm dying. I'm dying. What did he say? Why was I left behind? Can't think. Sakazaki!
Stop that, Isa. I told you not to touch my brother.
Suddenly, Sakazaki Yuya blocks out the sun. Blood is spreading across the floor. I am unhurt? Who's? Your wing. Such beautiful brotherly love, Mr. Sakazaki. You were the real hero all along, of course. I only promised that I wouldn't tell other people. Not that I wouldn't tell him myself. That I wouldn't kill him. And after all that work to steal the records from Mr. Kawara, too.
Yeah. You always been like this. A coward and villain to the core.
Oh, such flattery. What are you doing, Doctor? Why? Why are you doing this? I told you, remember? You bore me. Now that you have helped Mr. Kawara as much as you can, I have no more use for you. Why should I put up with your babbling now that I am done with you? I do not understand, sir. What did you and Sakazaki? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I have no responsibility to explain to you. Goodbye, Mr. Shirogane.
No, don't move, Sakuya.
Sakuya! Oh, Mr. Kawara. We were just discussing you.
Yuya standing over Sakuya, blood running down his body. The doctor standing next to them. There's no question about what's happened. Doctor, it was you all along.
Was it? I wonder about that. Ha ha ha. Pull yourself together, Sakazaki. Say something. Don't worry, he won't die just yet. I'm sure you enjoy a confession or two, so ask him all you want.
Wait, Doctor.
Crap!
The Scarecrow!
There you are, Labor 9. I was waiting for you. Come, let us go.
Ah. Labor 9, is that the Scarecrow's name? So he was working under the doctor this whole time.
Just a little more, Mr. Kawara. Do you think you'll remember soon?
Stop running away! You killed BeeL. I will never forgive you.
I'm glad you're so lively. That's good. I shall be waiting for you deep beneath the surface. Chase me, Mr. Kawara.
I reach out. I can't reach. The doctor and the Scarecrow are gone. You're slower than a thick bird. Don't go chasing after the beanpole man on your own, Ryota. A good man keeps his cool, even in times like this.
Don't speak, you're still bleeding.
Don't worry. Who the hell do you think I am? I'll be fine. I know my limits better than anyone else. I won't die to a little scalpel. Getting whacked with a cleaver would have been bad, but there are plenty of bandages here. Sakia, wait here. I'll go get Mr. Leon. Wait, Ryota. I have things to tell you. Can you wait long enough to hear my confession? Like the doctor said, there's no time to waste. So let me tell you everything I can. This might be our last chance.
It's too late, Sakazaki. If you were involved, why didn't you tell us before?
Ah, we had a deal. Of course, he broke it without a second thought. The doctor and I did not kill her. That is the truth. But then why did he? He died in this room after school yesterday. That is also the truth.
And there was someone else?
Yes. Right as always, Sakuya. And that third person killed BeeL? Who was it? I'm sorry. I can't tell you that. I think you'll figure it out. Alright. My guess is that Ryota is a sleeper agent and he was awoken to kill BeeL. And then he forgot right afterward. I have to apologize to you. The doctor and I were the ones who cut her up. So you stuffed her into those boxes? Was the time. The doctor needed to be sure of when she'd be found. He decided morning would be gift time for the most humans together. I suppose he probably putting her in the print boxes was funny too. This grammar, man. The most humans? Why would? Looks like I stayed on the fence to the very end. I didn't have to resolve to go either way. If only things had been a little different. Cough, cough.
I thought you said you'd be fine.
Are you worried for me? I'm honored. Could you go outside for a bit, Ryota? We'll go to the maintenance office afterwards. Just for a little. I want to talk to Sakuya alone.
Boy. You have a new father now, Yuya. He has a beautiful mansion, and you'll be moving there tomorrow. But your new father says he doesn't want your brother. Says he can only feed you if you leave the egg behind. Mother is sad. Is her son too. I will go.
I will throw my brother away, Mother. Give me the egg. The new father killed my father. I know he did. Killed him so he could take Mother from him. I waited until she laid a new egg. Until she laid an egg with the new father's child inside. I had hid him away in the mansion. And I stitched him. So he would raise my brother as his own son. The new father hates me. But he will love my brother. He will give him nice food, and nice clothes, and a nice bed. My brother would not know. No one will know but me. I hate the new father. I took the new egg and I smashed it. Dang, he killed bird abortions, man. Serious business. I've always thought that maybe I should have told you. The doctor did not lie. You're the same as me, Sakuya. We were never half brothers. You are my real brother.
Impossible! I am the heir of the BeeL family! Father told me so! Everyone told me so! I was raised for no other purpose!
I never told anyone that I'd switched the eggs. If father found out now, he'd throw you away. I did it for you. No, maybe I didn't. Maybe I just did it to spite that man. I killed the child he had with mother. That was the cross I had to bear. It was never your problem. I was happy just to see you living in luxury.
You... under what authority?
Ahaha. None, you're right. I only ever listened to myself. But the doctor noticed. He must have realized. I guess I was doing what he said all along. Since I took your lineage, the fact that I killed the BeeL, the other father's child, will never leave me. I've never been able to forget. If you're blamed for that child's death, you have to press on. Can't let it stop you. I've always worried about whether I should tell you or not. And now it's too late. So...
Cool! You deny me my lineage now?
I'm sorry, Sakuya. I should have told you long ago. I was never as sure of myself as you.
If I am not of the BeeL line, what am I?
I knew you'd ask that. Straightforward as always, aha. Leave this place, Sakuya. And think about it long and hard. You have a lot more to worry about than just who your family is after all.
Oh, wait, Sakazaki! Stay with me! There is still much for you to tell me!
Aha. It's been a long time since we've talked this much. I talked to you every day when you were still an egg.
Pull yourself together, Yuya! You can't leave like this! You said a little scalpel like that couldn't kill you!
I should apologize about that, too. Remember the headmaster? That was nerve toxin.
You mean that scalpel head?
Go on, Sakuya. Leave your liar brother and go. The doctor must have a way out of here. You are yourself. Never let anyone tie you down. Later, buddy.
Yuya! Yuya!
And so ends Yuya's tale. I should save. Exit. Guessing this is the finale coming on up. Hope you're ready, guys. 6th class. I'm guessing that broken egg was the real Sakuya. That's what this was all about all along. It's 6 p.m. I haven't had much of a sense of time pass since the film appeared, but it's already evening. The atmosphere in the maintenance office is tense. The doctor said he'd be waiting deep beneath the surface. Does this building have a basement? Certainly not one that appears on the official plans. But maybe under the medical center, but that one's blocked off with concrete. It does not seem to me that the medical center is an entirely independent building. May well be a path from this building into the basement there. Is there anywhere you might have missed something? Missed something or forgotten something? Somewhere I forgot to look? Oh, that's right. Encyclopedia from the library in the medical center. And the chronology and the medical records. I had to talk to Nageki again. Bottle something? Yeah, I need to go check. Sakuya. He hasn't spoken since what happened in the infirmary. I can't blame him. I know how he feels. Better to leave him alone. Poor Sakuya. Finds out he's a bastard. The heck is that green thing? BeeL? I know. I'm worried about it too. You're fading again. Where are you? Nageki! There you are. What is it? I found out a lot about the school. About you. I see. I suppose you know who I am then. Sort of, but there are things I need to ask you. That's why I'm here. Fire 5 years ago, and the dome today. How are they related? Nageki must know something about the secrets this school holds. You aren't really here anymore, are you? That might be so. Or it might not. I saw in the school records. It says you died 5 years ago in an accident in the medical center. I had become aware of that. I stopped my own clock here. That's why I can never leave. You stopped your... In other words, at the very least, I took my life through my own will. I am almost sure of that. So you didn't die in the accident? Hangs his head in silence. Looks like he can't remember everything from before he died. I need a clue. There must be a basement under the medical center, and I need to get in there. Oh, that's right. Encyclopedia. Encyclopedia? You used to go to the medical center, right? Did you switch one of the encyclopedias from there with one here? Why would? That's what I want to know. Guess I should just tell him. Look, you know how the encyclopedias here are out of order? There are 2 copies of Volume 9 and no Volume 6. The medical center has the same encyclopedias? Yeah, there are 2 copies of 6 there and no 9. How disorderly. Yeah. Anyway, one of the copies of Volume 6 there has a library sticker on it. Someone must have taken it from here. Which the encyclopedias? Mr. Kawara. Try bring this copy of Volume 9. Looking's worth 1,000 spoken words, I guess. Huh? This isn't right. Looks like just another book when it's closed, but... It's... box? It's full of files. Some sort of documents? They're all from 5 years ago. These must have been.
What does it say?
That one. Let's see. Operation Hatoful. This is talking about using carrier individuals as biological weapons. To fight humans? It has the same title as the file in the headmaster's office. But I never expected anything like this. Meaning, this school has been used for biological weapons development for at least 5 years. 2180. New strains of cemetery influenza isolated. 2183. A new strain has been isolated from Fujishiro Nageki. It is lethal to humans. Has been named Charon virus. It has entered research at St. Pedro Nation's Medical Center.
Coronavirus? Humans I met would always get very sick.
Are you remembering something?
Yes. I think so.
Nageki killed himself to try to kill the virus.
I think I was the one who brought that book here. The birds with me in the medical center often did secret things in the reference room. I wanted to tell someone important what was happening in the center. What was it? My family? It must have been my family. That's right. I burned. I had to disappear. Why didn't I notice? Did I help you?
Paces nervously in circles, rambling onto himself. If you realized something, it would help me to know what it was.
I remembered what happened here 5 years ago.
Alright. Flashbacks. What the heck is going on?
I can't remember my parents' faces. I lived in an orphanage with other birds my age since before I could remember. I never thought much of it as the time, but apparently every birdie there was a war orphan. But I did not resent the humans who had started the war. I did not care. I thought that living with other chicks and no parents was natural as could be. One day, the endless routine was broken, and some humans broke into the orphanage. They had guns and kept shouting, "Free humanity! Free humanity!" I think that's what they said. They barricaded themselves in a house and killed us one at a time. I was helpless. I could only hide in the corner and weep as my family was killed before my eyes. I don't know how much time had gone by since they came. When I looked around the silent room, they were all collapsed on the floor. Birds have come to save us. They had come and killed the evil humans. That is what I had thought. But you have been granted a great power. You are one of the chosen few. I left the orphanage with my one remaining sibling, and we lived in an apartment. But I was weak and couldn't go to school or get a job. I was nothing but a burden. And then I received the invitation. We wish to welcome you with special treatment. How would you like to study at the world's foremost avian school? We will provide you anything you need. Anything at all. There is a hospital on the school grounds. We will provide a room for you to live there. You shall receive all the care you require. I was living with my brother. I did not want to leave him. But if I continued to live with him, I could only hold him down. He was happy to hear that I would have a chance to improve my physical condition. And so I enrolled in St. Pedro Nation.
a front for studying biological weapons development.
I was still weak, so I often stayed in my room. I had no friends, but I was not unhappy. The nurses and the faculty were all very kind to me. And then, early in my first summer vacation, the doctor made a proposal to me. This vacation is the perfect opportunity. Would you like to undergo intensive treatment? You will have to stay inside for some time, but at the end of the summer, you should be as healthy as any other bird in the school.
A lie.
And so began a long summer in the underground facility. First, a routine of daily examinations and numerous medications. And then the experiments began. The experiments to kill humans. A human would be brought to me. They would struggle and gasp. And then, with a last painful sigh, they would stop moving. I knew why I was brought here. Living in my body was a virus deadly to humans in a matter of minutes. My parents, whose faces I never knew, were killed by humans. Everyone else in the orphanage was killed by humans. And in return, I killed another human with each experiment, simply by standing in the same room as me, by breathing the same air as me. They would collapse. I couldn't stand it. I had no reason not to hate them, but watching them die in front of my shaved away at my heart, little by little. And so I decided to end it all. I had only one wish. I wanted to disappear from this world without a trace.
Dang.
Coronavirus, the deadly guest that made its home in my body. That is what they called it. No doubt they were searching for a way to destroy humanity with that virus.
That was Operation Hatoful?
Yes. That's why I burned it all 5 years ago. There should have been nothing left, but I am. Not here. But maybe, just maybe, there's still something left somewhere. And I can feel him close by. My Mr. Kawara, are you going to the basement?
I don't have a choice. Find a way out of here alive, and to find out why they killed BeeL, I need to ask the doctor.
I see. That encyclopedia. What else is inside?
Oh. A piece of paper folded up along with the files. This is map of the medical center?
When I was there, I went in through the medical center. But it must connect to the main building somewhere near here.
That looks like the gym, so those stairs are...
I believe it is in the chemistry preparation room. The researchers often went in there.
The doctor is beneath the preparation room. Thank you, Nageki. I have to go.
Yes. I think you will be seeing me again, and... Miss Hawkward as well.
What? That totally answered questions. I'll say my... If I do.